thank you so much for all the help that you have given me. It has been an incredible journey for me for maybe 2 years. It's been amazing. I have had so much love and support from you guys, especially from Ms. Charu ma'am. I still remember the writing workshops that you had involved me in. It was so nice, even though I had no clue about writing because writing was not my strong point, but it really helped. And to Ms. Ragini, everything. Thank you for everything. You've been there always whenever I needed, during my highs and lows, and it meant everything to me. And right now, I can't believe it. I'm actually going to college now. I'll be leaving in maybe in a span of 5 years now. I'll be a doctor. I guess Dr. Sara Mobi then. Thank you.
My name is Sara Mary Mobi. I recently graduated from Oak Ridge International School, Bangalore.
If I have to say a little bit about myself, I love reading, I love exploring new things, and I love talking to new people, very extroverted in nature as well. If I have to say in a nutshell, it was amazing, absolutely supportive, smooth and structured throughout the way. I felt the whole process of college applications to be very time consuming and difficult, and quite frankly majority of the terms I never understood, but with University Connection they helped me break it apart step by step, which really helped me further understand what each and every step or process was and what the university was really looking for. So like I mentioned, a lot of confusion was there about application timelines, because all my friends and other classmates were all heading to different countries, and I was planning to go to a country which maybe 1 or 2 people only were planning to go to, due to which there wasn't that much information given, nor did the school provide as much resources, due to which I was often very confused about the dates, maybe the documents to keep in mind, but more importantly the kind of profile I need to build to help achieve my goals and help match the university's needs. So my mentor was Miss Ragini Damal, and I think she has helped me throughout, right from the start all the way till the end of me taking care of my post-acceptance letter procedures as well. She has helped me through everything, whether it came to writing my essays, tweaking them, taking care of scholarship means, or merely just looking out for any emails. She has always been there as a reminder, but more importantly as a constant support. I think especially during my exams week, she has always made sure to call me at least once or twice to check up on me, to see how I'm doing, and more importantly give me some advice, but also give me a reminder of non-school things to keep in mind of, like any college work or internships. So I think this was maybe 1 week before my exams were going to start, and it was a normal weekly call. She had called me up through WhatsApp just to check in, to see how I was going, and then the usual check up on your essays. I have given feedback to you. But I think more particularly I was very stressed at that time because I had my college applications due as well, and I had my exams going on simultaneously, because of which I felt like I wasn't going to perform well in either one of them. And because of that, I think mainly she just told me a few words. She told me just close everything, take a deep breath, and everything will be all right. Everything will come your way. You don't need to take so much of stress. College applications, this is something that comes and goes always. And as for school exams, they understand, they know what you're going through. They understand that you have maybe like 5-6 essays to write while giving these exams. So despite getting a bad grade right now, it's not necessarily impact your entire future, nor is it going to affect your chances of going to college. So quite frankly, I was excited but nervous as well, because I knew that I was slightly struggling in school, and as for what I have known growing up, that it was that marks, grades were everything, because of which I was worried that maybe I might not get into the college that I wished for, or maybe they might reject me due to my grades. So this was one of the fears that I did have, and alongside that, of course, the fact that I have so many competitors just in my school itself. My classmates, they have done so much good work They have gone to so many internships, they have helped out with so many charities as well. So natural, friendly competition was also there, which I was worried about. But I think after I started receiving offer letters one by one, which might not always have been for the course that I wanted, it was the mere fact that the college was willing to give me a chance to be one step closer to my dream. I think for me that was everything. That made me more than enough and made me believe that, yes, despite a slip up, despite having a low point in my life, I can achieve my dreams of becoming a doctor. I would be most proud of my St. George's University offer letter, because that not only gave me an offer to study medicine for a course of 5 years, but it also gave me the opportunity to spend the first 2 years in the UK, something which I was quite looking forward to, because I always loved the country of UK, their buildings, everything, the culture in itself, the food, of course. I loved everything about it. So getting to know that I could spend the first 2 years of my college life over there was more than everything, and of course doing medicine. But other than that, also all the other college offer letters that I've received were just as good, because at the end of the day I got the offer, I got into college, I got the means to be one step closer to achieving my dreams. So I am attending the 5-year UK MD track of St. George's University, Granada. This would put me in the UK, more specifically the Northumbria University, for the first 2 years of my college life. So like I previously mentioned, my mentor, Miss Ragini, would always have weekly calls with me to check up on me, and of course from time to time Charu ma'am would also call me and check up on me or give me any updates regarding my college status. So I think I knew that I was in an IB school, so I knew that I'm going to be handling a lot of things at the same time, whether it's going to be extracurriculars, my school life, outside of school life as well. And this was something that University Connection also incredibly helped me with. They helped me keep on track with everything that I'm going on, especially each and every one of my assignments. Every time I had an assignment, Miss Ragini would go over it with me, give me good feedback for it, and it wasn't biased feedback. She would give me criticism when needed, but at the same time would also encourage me and honestly just give me those words that I'm really proud of you for everything that you've done. So that really helped. Yes, so I received 2 scholarships from St. George's University, Granada. One was the Medical Scholars Award of $40,000 US, and the other one was the International Peace Bursary of $50,000. The second scholarship was given to me post them reviewing my financial statements, my bank documents, etc. So if I have to be very honest, when I was very young, I used to love watching medical dramas, medical TV shows, even reading about medicine books. So I think that really fascinated me, watching the doctors, how they work well with one another just for one patient, and also about the fact that how the number of incoming patients are coming in, all doctors are hands on deck, they know what to do, they are very clear, and everyone is so divided and distributed evenly and so structured. So I believe that, and frankly that's so much more structured I've seen as compared to medicine in India, which I'm not saying that pursuing medicine in India is bad, but for me frankly I was more drawn to pursuing medicine abroad and gaining more exposure there. To start planning early, because I was very unsure on where I wanted to go, which country I want. I just knew I wanted to do medicine. I knew I didn't want to stay in India because I didn't want to pursue physics, because I was really bad at physics during 10th. That's all I knew when I started my 11th, and I didn't know which country I wanted to go to. And I saw all my classmates around, they were very sure. Some people to US, some people to UK, some people were like saying, no, I'm already set for Australia with their chosen university. I was the only one who was kind of unsure. So I think definitely to start planning early, because that would have helped me gain more experience to the field that I'm joining. Because though I have some experience, I would have liked to gain more had I had more clarity back in the day. Maybe towards the end of 10th, because as 10th grade ends, you're done with boards, you will have maybe 2-3 months, and it depends for other people maybe more than that, because I frankly had 4 to 5 months after my boards got over. So I think that's the time you can, if not college, at least start planning which country you want to go to, what subjects do you want to take for 11th and 12th, what course do you want to do, at least till then, because I think that would really help. Because as soon as you come into 11th and 12th, you might feel like, okay, no, I can relax, maybe go out for some school fests, but it will hit you. Then you will come to the point where I don't know what I want to pursue, I don't know which course I want to take, but I'm stuck with these subjects, so I have no idea what to do. Definitely, I would definitely come, because for me, as someone who was absolutely clueless on where I wanted to go for college, a university connection really helped me realize what I wanted to, help me realize that, and made me quite sure that medicine was the course for me. Because of course, from time to time when I would look at my grades and results, I would think that, is medicine really the choice for me? But I think university connection really emphasized and helped me reassure myself that despite the drawbacks, the setbacks that I have right now, the path that I've chosen is the right one, and with the right help and guidance, I can achieve a lot. Just keep your friends and family in the loop. If not your friends, of course, family, definitely you should keep them in the loop. Let them know what's going on. Even if you're unsure, talk to them about it, because there were times when I myself was unsure on what I want to, because I didn't understand the terms, right? But my parents knew what was going on because they've been through the college process. Even though it might have been different during their time, they still understand the basics. They know what's happening, because right now when I'm focusing and dealing with my post-acceptance procedures, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know the technicalities behind it, but my parents do, right? And having them by my side is really helpful. I aspire to become a skilled and compassionate doctor who can just save people, help people, honestly, whether it's emotionally, physically. I'm all about helping people, and something that I've always been drawn to at a young age. College, started my packing. I'll be leaving in September, so just college, what to expect the first few months of college. I guess mentally preparing myself for that, mentally preparing myself to leave a place where I've been living for the past more than maybe 15, 16 years even, getting ready to leave that and start over in a way, in a whole new country.